So let's read about the properties of the substances according to which they are grouped in different categories. So yes, the next topic is objects are used depending upon their properties. So first property is appearance. How a object looks, दिखने में कैसा है? Is it transparent, opaque, translucent? Depends. So accordingly, जैसा भी appearance होगा object का, accordingly we will use that object. Next is hardness. If that object is hard or not, is it soft? If it is soft, for example, take the example of cotton. If it is cotton, so it is used in quilts, mattresses, okay, for making soft objects. And if it is hard, for example, wood, so we can make beds and we can make a table, chair, anything. Next is soluble or insoluble. We study about the objects, एक तो if they are soluble in the water and the objects which are insoluble in the water. So soluble what में कौन कौन से होते हैं substances? For example, take the example of salt or sugar. So they are soluble in the water. So we can make different type of solutions and do various type of reactions also. But that you will study in the higher classes. But for now, they can be used in preparing different type of solutions that can be, used for drinking also. And the other substances are insoluble. So if they are insoluble and they do not mix with the water, so they can be mixed with something else to make a different type of a substance. Now, next is objects may float or sink in water. हम ऐसे objects के बारे में पढ़ेंगे कि जो float या तो float हो सकते हैं या तो sink हो सकते हैं. Float होने का मतलब क्या है? For example, if this is the water, so some objects what they do, they remain on the surface. For example, this is the football and it is made up of what? या made up भी छोड़ो, it is light in weight. Light in weight. Let's talk about its weight. So हम सभी ने hold किया हुआ है एक ना एक बार फुटबॉल को. So it's very light, so it floats on the surface of the water. And take another example of a rock. For example, if you throw a rock inside the water, so it will settle down at the bottom. Because why? It has a weight. It has a weight. So yes, so here we are talking about the weight of an object. Let's say if you throw a feather on a water, so the feather will float on the surface of the water because it is very light in weight and it will not sink inside the water. And same if you throw anything heavier than the feather, so it will definitely sink inside the water. Next is transparency. If that object is transparent or not. For example, let's take the object that is a glass and it's means window glass. Window. So हम क्या कर सकते हैं? हम इसके आर पार देख सकते हैं. We can see through it. So we call it as a transparent object. जिसके थ्रू आप देख सकते हैं, that is called as a transparent objects. So yes, हमने किन-किन के बारे में पढ़ा है? Appearance कि दिखते कैसे हैं? Hardness, if they are hard or soft. Thirdly, if the object is soluble or insoluble. Objects that may float or sink, and transparency of the objects. So why exactly we are studying about the properties of these substances? Because if we know about these properties, so we can categorize these objects in using for different purposes, right? So these properties only helps us to live a better and comfortable life because we use them accordingly.